Hey everybody, we're going to be doing some spring rolls today. And we're going to stuff them with some chicken that I'm going to barbecue. And we're going to have a bechamel sauce in it, so it's this weird infusion of French and Asian. Works for me. And then we're going to do a side dish of forbidden rice. That's black rice, and it was forbidden in China when it was only the emperor that was allowed to eat it, and anybody who did eat it was put to death. But I don't think that'll happen to us today. We're going to enjoy some black rice that's loaded with antioxidants. It'll turn a purplish color once we cook it. I'm going to add some mushrooms and some grilled vegetables. That's why I have all these grill pans ready. I'm going to throw them on the grill. But meanwhile, we're doing a few things here on the stove. So I'm sauteing some onions. This is actually one large Vidalia onion, and this is going to be the basis for our rice once it gets a little bit of caramelization to it and sweats a little bit more than this. I'm going to keep it covered for a few more minutes. And I'm working on my bechamel sauce over here. I have 2.5 tablespoons of butter, and I also have 1/8 of a cup of flour, and that's the basis. Once it turns kind of brown and all the lumps are out, we're going to add 2 cups of milk, a very full cup at that. Alright, we'll start with that, and then once I blend this in, I'm going to add another one. But I have to keep on whisking this until it's smooth. And then once this is smooth, I'm going to add the mushrooms to it. Dice some fine mushrooms. And we're going to pour that, like I said, right over the chicken that we're going to have on the grill. Ooh, tasty. We're going to have that with the grilled vegetables inside the spring rolls. So let me start working on that. Alright, I'm picking some green beans from the garden over here so we can add to our rice. Just a little bit for flavor and color. Talk about fresh. We're going to have to wash these before we put them on the grill. But I am going to add them to these vegetables over here. And we're going to have a lot of different colors. We have our sweet peppers, the red and the yellow. And these are starting to char really nice. We have our mushrooms charring nicely. Our asparagus is coming along. This won't take long now. And we're going to add these, some of these to the bechamel sauce as far as the mushrooms, and also to our rice. And this is, we're going to have a side dish of veggies as well. I'm going to do that with some extra virgin olive oil and a little bit of salt and cracked pepper. So we'll have a few dishes to choose from. Okay. Got our asparagus fresh off the grill over here. And we're going to throw this right in to the rice, as well as the onion. And we're going to add a little bit, secret ingredient, it's the lime. I'm going to squeeze that in a bit, and I am going to add a little bit of zest. We'll start with this. That's a 1/2, and then the other half. Making sure I catch the seeds in case there are any. Okay, how about a little zest? That adds amazing flavor. You can almost always pick up that little extra flavor with any citrus fruit like this. If you add it sparingly, you know, you don't want it to overwhelm. Now I'm going to add some of the mushrooms that we had just cooked on the grill, as well as some of these sweet peppers. This is going to be, once again, a dish that has a lot of vegetables and some rice. So it's kind of going to add a little bit more water because rice does that, it absorbs. Okay, oh, that's going to be delicious. I can see it now. And by the way, I did put some chicken stock in there. I put a teaspoon of that in with the rice so I can add a little flavor. You could just add salt and pepper if you like, but I love the chicken stock. It adds some incredible dimension. So we're going to let that simmer for a little bit longer. And my bechamel sauce is thickening up very nicely over here. I've got some mushrooms that I've got to put in. And here's a few more. It has the grilled flavor to it. Okay. And that's going to go on top of the chicken. And right now I'm going to put the chicken on the grill. So all this stuff is just going to cook while I do that, heat the chicken. We're going to put a little bit of seasoning, some salt and pepper on chicken breast. And we're going to go easy on that because we're going to have the sauces, and we're going to slice it thin to put into the spring rolls. So you don't want to overdo it with the flavors. Alright, so I'm taking the spring roll wrappers and I'm putting them in water and just spinning it around so it gets wet over here. It has to be moistened because they're pretty dry. We're just going to add a little chicken over here that I chopped up from the grill. And we're going to put some bechamel sauce on that with the mushrooms. Wow, what a combination. I have some of this extra sauce to put on chicken strips for a side dish in case anybody doesn't want a spring roll. It's always nice to cook a little extra. You can do something else with it. Now we're just adding some of these great vegetables that we put on the grill over here. And we're going to roll that up. And really simple. You just want to fold this part up over here at the bottom. And then you want to tuck up the sides over here. Like that. And then just try to roll it gently over here. And as you do, you kind of tuck it in so it's in a nice tight roll. There you go. I'm going to bring that to the platter. And now if you really want to make it fancy, you can put some bechamel sauce on top of that, like I'm going to do here. There we go. With the nice mushrooms. It's a different spin on Asian cooking, isn't it? Alright. So to the next course. We are ready to eat, finally. It's really appetizing, so by the time you get done, you get pretty hungry, even if you weren't to begin with. So we have the black rice right over here with the vegetables. We have mushrooms, we have the garden green beans, and the sweet peppers. But we started off with the caramelized onions and some butter. I'll put everything on the website once again. It's very appetizing. This is incredibly healthy. There's no meat in there, so that's a vegetarian dish. If you don't put the chicken stock, and that's easily done. You just put salt and pepper in it. And over here we have our spring rolls, and with that it's the bechamel sauce on the inside and drizzled on the outside. And Colby, I know you like your barbecue chicken. I had some extra chicken at the same time. I just put it on the grill for you there. I know you're happy. And my side dish is the grilled chicken with the bechamel sauce. So it's a variation on the theme. You can do it with a wrapper and the spring roll, or you can do it chicken on the side of the barbecue grill and just put the sauce on top. So you can all do it all in one fell swoop, and you can kind of please everybody. There's got to be something for everybody at this table, more or less. But enjoy, everybody. It's a great summertime meal. I like to do the grilling while it's still warm outside. It's July. It's a good time of the year to do it. So take care. Bye.